Atomic Blonde stars Charlize Theron and James McAvoy and is directed by David Litch, one of the directors of John Wick. And this movie takes place in Berlin around the time the Berlin Wall collapses, and Charlize Theron basically has to recover a list of spies being brought out to the world, and James McAvoy helps her. Now that's the basic plot of the movie, and if I go in any more about it, it could reach spoiler territory, so I'll just leave it at that. Let's talk about what I like about the movie first. Charlize Theron and James McAvoy give great performances in this movie. These are two actors who, to my knowledge, has never really given bad performances. My favorite, though, would probably be James McAvoy, just because he's one of those characters in this movie that's sarcastic and witty. You know, he's there to get the job done no matter what it takes. And just every time he's on screen, it was really cool. He was one of those actors that you want to see more as the movie goes on. And Charlize Theron was such a badass in this movie. She really held her own throughout the whole movie. And something about her character was that she wasn't a superhero. You know, there's action movies out there where the hero of the movie is basically a superhero. They fight bad guys throughout the whole movie without getting a scratch on them. You know, they take them down like absolutely nothing. And there isn't a sense of realism or danger. In this movie, there is a sense of realism and danger whenever she's in a fight scene or even when James McAvoy's in a fight scene. It was really refreshing to see, and it was handled very well. Which brings me to my next positive about the movie are the action scenes. These join my list as some of the best action scenes I've ever seen in a movie because they're all in camera, kind of like one continuous shot like. There's no shaky cam. You can tell it's the actors doing most, if not all, of their own stunts. And it was just filmed so perfectly. All the action scenes felt gritty and real and very, very bloody. I didn't know there was going to be this much blood in the movie. Now with all that being said, I don't think that this is a great action movie. It's not like John Wick or Casino Royale for me. One of my biggest problems with the movie is unfortunately the plot. It's recycled as hell. I've seen this plot done in a ton of different movies, and I just didn't really care about it that much. It was a little bit convoluted for me, I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't a whole lot. And like I said, I honestly just didn't care that much about it. I was more interested in Charlize Theron and James McAvoy's characters and what they were doing, rather than the overall plot of the movie. I could have cared less about if, you know, they got the list or not. And I don't know, I feel like the plot could have been worked on just a little bit more. Another negative I have is some of the editing choices that were made throughout the entire movie. For instance, this isn't a spoiler, by the way. There would be some scenes where a character is listening to a song, whether it's like through a radio or through headphones, and you would be hearing it at like a quiet point of view, you know, through the speakers. And then when an action scene would occur like a second later, the music would get louder through like the movie's perspective, what you hear. And it was just sloppy. It wasn't really needed. I get why they did it. They wanted to build intensity with the song. It just didn't really work out. It happened a couple times, and it was honestly getting annoying after a while. And with some transitions on next scenes throughout the movie, as well as camera angle shots, it was just messy and all over the place. I felt like they could have done a better job with some of those. So in the end, Atomic Blonde is a really good action movie that has flaws. You know, every movie has flaws. But honestly, this is a movie that I would buy on Blu-ray, and I would watch every now and then because in the end, it is a fun movie. It does have its fun moments. I'm going to give Atomic Blonde 3.5 stars. I would recommend seeing this movie, especially for the action scenes and the overall fun that the movie had. It is a really good time at the theater. So if you've guys seen Atomic Blonde, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. And what's your favorite action movie? It could be an action movie from the past or present. Whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then go ahead and subscribe right here to check out my other videos, and I'll see you next time.